I was born and raised in India, in भारत. सो वो जो बचपन की यादें होती है, जो बचपन का जुड़ाव होता है देश के साथ, जो हम बोलते हैं मातृभूमि, तो वो कभी जाता नहीं है. उन्होंने भी हमें खींचा, तो इसी तरह हम एकल में जुड़ गए कि देश के लिए, देश इंडिया के, भारतवर्ष के लिए, उद्धार के लिए काम करना है. तो एकल इज़ ए गुड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. उसकी जैसे आपको पता होगा कि 90,000 से भी ज़्यादा गाँवों में उनका प्रेजेंस है.
And education, which brought us to where we are at present. And when he talked about an Ekal Pele, it was Ekal Vidyalayas, which was education, one teacher's school in the villages, remote villages. Now it is Ekal Abhiyan, it has expanded a lot with other different projects, empowering the whole village itself. When I saw these little girls, and they started talking to me in English, and hello, how are you? I mean, it's basic. And I was very impressed, and I said, these girls, they want to get to somewhere.
They have talents, they have ability, but they don't have opportunity. And that is what Ekal is bringing to them.
Hello everyone, I am Kangan Fauzdar, your host for this episode. You're watching a very special show, Spotlight, where we highlight stories, peoples and initiatives making impact on the ground. Today I have two very special guests with me all the way from America. So hello Mr. Yogi Patel and Darshana Patel. Please say hi to our viewers.
Hello. Namaskar to all of you.
So first of all, please introduce yourselves to our viewers.
So I'm Yogi Patel. As she mentioned, I'm from United States. Actually, I'm based in Houston, Texas. एकल से कई सालों से जुड़ा हूँ, 20 साल से. पहले तो जैसे डोनर के हिसाब से जुड़ा था, बाद में वॉलंटियर बन गया और ह्यूस्टन में मैं चैप्टर प्रेसिडेंट हुआ. उसके बाद वहाँ जो रीजन होता है, मल्टीपल चैप्टर होते हैं हमारे, वो रीजन में 7 चैप्टर है, उनका लीडरशिप मैं किया. और अभी मैं एकल यूएसए बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर है, उसमें मैं मेंबर हूँ.
Namaskar, I'm Darshana Patel. I'm as wife of Yogi Patel. I've been involved with the Ekal too, as Yogi mentioned, for last 20 years, but very much involved for last 10 years, volunteering. Anytime we have any events, fundraising events, I do get involved with decorations, food committees, and wherever it's needed. And also we spread the word around, aware of what Ekal is all about to our friends and family. So it has been a great experience.
Okay, ma'am, sure. Yeah, so how did you two got to know about Ekal? How did you join it, and what was your starting journey like?
So I got introduced to Ekal when somebody from Ekal asked me to MC a program, which was Ekal's fundraising program tha. So he asked me to MC it, and so that's how I came to know about Ekal. Since then we've been a donor, but as she mentioned, last 10 years we've been involved with allocating our time, and especially once I retired, people tell me, what are you going to do once you retire, because a lot of people have an issue कि retire होके क्या करोगे. So I had always a vision, say I would want to do work for community. I would want to do work without any expectation back, and I found Ekal, and that's how I joined Ekal.
Why Ekal? What attracted you most about its initiatives and approach?
See, I'm in USA, but I was born and raised in India, in भारत. सो वो जो बचपन की यादें होती है, जो बचपन का जुड़ाव होता है देश के साथ, जो हम बोलते हैं मातृभूमि, तो वो कभी जाता नहीं है. और आप प्रदेश में होते हैं तो भी वो अपने हृदय में रहता है. उसके बाद हम कई 15 सालों से हर साल भारत आते हैं देश में. तो जो मैं बताया कि काम करना है विदाउट एक्सपेक्टेशन, तो बोला कि भारतवर्ष का उसको आगे लाने के लिए क्या करें। और ये भी पता है कि अपने भारत में गाँवों में बस्ती ज़्यादा है, तो अगर देश को ऊपर लाना है तो गाँवों में काम करें। तो दैट्स हाउ वी डिसाइडेड कि भाई दिस इज़ द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन। ऑफ कोर्स हम एकल में जो लीडरशिप थे उनको भी पहचानते थे, तो उन्होंने भी हमें खींचा। तो इसी तरह हम एकल में जुड़ गए कि देश के लिए, देश इंडिया के, भारतवर्ष के लिए, उद्धार के लिए काम करना है। तो एकल इज़ ए गुड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन। उसकी जैसे आपको पता होगा कि 90,000 से भी ज़्यादा गांवों में उनका प्रेजेंस है, तो उतनी पहुंच कौन से ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में होगी। तो दैट इज़ वन रीज़न we joined Ekal.
So next question will be to you, ma'am. When he told you about that he want to serve Ekal, he want to support and donate to Ekal, what was your reaction?
Well, we both born and raised in India, and education which brought us to where we are at present. And when he talked about an Ekal Pele, it was Ekal Vidyalayas, which was education, one teacher's school in the villages, remote villages. Now it is Ekal Abhiyan, it has expanded a lot with other different projects, empowering the whole village itself. So we both are for education. We always thought and the model of Ekal was very impressive, very transparent. We knew where our funding goes directly to the remote villages, and it's been operated very well.
Having seen the privilege of education, of development in America, what is the perception about privilege that has changed in your minds, and how important it is to provide this development to the most remote areas and the most underprivileged people?
What I would say, 6 years ago, we did the Van Yatra, and that was a very eye-opening. When I saw these little girls, and they started talking to me in English, and hello, how are you? I mean, it's basic. And I was very impressed, and I said, these girls, they want to get to somewhere. It could be through an education was the main thing. And we decided that this is the main reason and especially I believe in empowering the women. That was one of my main reason too. My background is in merchandising, so I have done a lot of designing of products. I've worked with when we were overseas. I worked with invalid, which is handicapped ladies, and I would bring them samples of certain things for my fabric. And I said, well, why not the sewing projects they had started? I said, that's wonderful. So that's another reason. So these two are the main reasons that I'm really involved.
Well, we were, as a couple, we have been always involved with some kind of philanthropy over there, working for either children's development. They have a lot of different charity organizations in America, and she was also in Girl Scout. She was
I was on the
helping
board.
them,
And then kids' school, I would be going to the library, supporting that. Then we have done quite a few walkathons to raise funds for underprivileged.
That's very impressive, and many people should, get inspired from you, I guess. Next question would be, having seen education system in America, the kind of underprivileged and the kind of underserving in the remote areas of India you have seen, how do you feel the difference between the two? And through Ekal Abhiyan, you must have gone to the roots in the villages. What did you saw, and what inspired you, motivated you to do something for them?
So one of the things she says that we have visited a lot of Vidyalayas and different projects, and one of the things that we observed is that these children, even in rural and tribal areas, they have talents, they have ability, but they don't have opportunity. and that is what Ekal is bringing to them. And again, Swami Vivekananda ji says that if a child cannot come, for education, the education should go to the child. And so that is one thing. And as I said that if we provide them an opportunity, then they can become, something. Of course, Ekal's model of Panchamukhi Shiksha is very good. One of the main pillar in that is Sanskar Shiksha, which is very important in my mind for a development of a child. And so looking at all that aspect of it, it kind of for us, since we are part of Ekal, makes us proud that we are associated with the organization that can do this kind of work.
Talking about Sanskar Shiksha, do you guys also give Sanskar, Hindu beliefs, values and stories to your own children in America?
Definitely, to our children and to our grandchildren. It is, and especially our children, the youngest one, who are 9 and granddaughter 6. They go to Chinmaya Mission every Sunday, so they are learning about the Ramayana and Mahabharata. They teach that, and also she's taking Kathak lesson. My grandson, he's learning how to play piano, and
they're taking Hindi
lessons too. So we are, and I didn't teach my 2 boys to the language,
but
we did. We had Sunday school when they were growing up. We started a Sunday school, and we used to watch Ramayana, and then we used to know Bhagavad Gita. We used to recite.
Yes.
So we had a gentleman who would translate and explain what each verse is of Bhagavad Gita. So they have been raised.
So being lived in a different culture, what beauty of Indian culture do you really see and appreciate?
Of Indian culture?
Yeah.
Of
course, I would say,
the values, the I think, are values.
But, family and the ties with your friends, respecting other humans, these are the qualities, that comes from our culture, in Indian culture. And that is what I value the most. A lot of people have different beliefs and all that, but at the same time, we as an Indian come together, as one, and believe in the whole universe is the family.
Vasudeva Kutumbakam, right?
So that is what I value the most from the Indian culture.
So the people living in India, many of them are going toward westernization, getting westernized, but you are living in America still so rooted and connected to Indian culture. What inspiration or words do you want to say to those people to stay connected to their roots?
Living in US, I've always told best of 2 cultures. There's nothing wrong in Western culture, but do not forget your roots, where you come from. So, and even in Western culture, they do teach good values. I have American friends, English friends. So I would say just do not forget your roots, where you come from, and
take
best of both cultures, I would say, yes.
Yeah, take best of the both culture, rooted in your own culture.
Sure, completely. I agree completely. So next question would be, if there's a person or many people who thinks only one person or a change brought by one person, one donation, one school, one children, one teacher, what could it possibly do? So I will not just donate. Let the government do, let the NGO do. What do you have to say to those?
When I talk about Ekal to people, a lot of people will ask a lot of questions. What does it do? How is money spent? This and that. And individually, people will have those kind of thoughts and questions in the mind. But I believe in do something. So, in every small donation, is part of the change. So nothing is small if you do with your heart and with a purpose. Okay, this is what I want to do, and everyone, if they have enough and they have a little philanthropic inclination, then I tell people that look at this organization. This one organization, it has reach, okay, in India. That is easy for you to make your dan or donation go quite far to the beneficiary, the ultimate beneficiary. And that is what I tell people. There are a lot of organizations, and I would say if you like, go
We
ahead and
can
donate
choose.
that, but do it. A lot of times we spend a lot of time in analysis of things and don't do things. श्याम जी ने उनका एक मंत्र लिखा है, just do it, करो. So that's what I would say.
एक एक करके पूरा जैसे बूंद बूंद से घड़ा
बूंद
बनता
बूंद
है.
से घड़ा बढ़ता है.
You have to just do it.
Just do it.
Let's do it. So now I would like to know any personal experience or story of a little girl maybe, or someone from the remote village that you saw and it is still in your heart somewhere.
Ranchi, it was our first visit in Ranchi, I would say some years ago. And they welcomed us. And it's just like as if it's a royal welcome, how they do with Ben Baja and everything. And they were dressed in the traditional outfits, and one of the girls, and they were doing the traditional dance. And then one of the girls comes up, and she figured out that I was from Gujarat. She says, "Could you teach me the Garba?" And I said, "Yeah, but you teach me your dance, and I'll teach you the Garba." And that was, and she was in 8th grade, and I was really impressed with that. Yeah, there's so many stories I could tell. Like just recently, yesterday we visited the Grammathon project, and the sewing project. One of the lady trained there, and now she is started her own business. She's designing outfits and selling it on Amazon. So that was very impressive. I said,
What
very
little can
self-sufficient.
do.
What little can do. I mean, she just took it's a 3-month course. And then she says, let me do something. And her brother approached, he says, well, you have good talent. Why not take photos and put it on Amazon?
Shows us that there is so much talent
So
in
much
India.
talent
but
in India, I
The
would
potential
say.
is not used
Yes,
appropriately.
it's just an opportunity, right? Not everybody has the opportunity. And I would say that is an amazing story for me.
So we are coming to the end of this.
And that's the women empowerment. Go for it.
For sure, for sure. We're coming to the end of this podcast. So my last question would be, in just one line, what would you like to appeal to people if they want to join Ekal Abhiyan? Do something for someone. In just one line, if I say.
Ekal is the organization which will make your cent, dollars, penny go far to the people of tribal and rural village. So do it.
Ma'am, yours?
Oh, well, ditto, same thing. I mean, just giving is something.
Something for women empowerment, I would like.
Oh, women empowerment, yeah. Well, that's one thing I noticed. Every time we've gone to different villages, and the boys have become very quiet now, and the women are just, they come up and I see the very confidence in them. And that is very eye-opening for me. And it's because they've been educated and very self-confident. So building their self-confidence, I say, that makes them be more self-sufficient.
So thank you so much, sir. And ma'am, it was a very great interview. I hope you enjoyed too.
Yes, we did, and thank you
so
very much.
So that was it for today's Spotlight episode. I hope you enjoyed. Of course, like, share and subscribe to the channel and keep watching Ekal Bharat.